right? You said it right, Carlitos. I love St. Patrick's Day. Little Jake, what was the question again?
Irish river dance. Oh no, learn to do an Irish jig or learn to play bagpipes.
Irish jig, of course. Dancing and prancing and romancing is what I do. But seriously, St. Patrick's Day, wonderful day. But with a name like Carlos Manuel Benitez, you have to wear green to prove it. And that's what it's all about, being festive, being allowed public intoxication today, eating green bagels, beguile, subtract other things. That's what it's all about. So thank you, my fellow Mick Daniels.
Have a rabbit's foot as a good luck charm, or have a 4-leaf clover. Toastmaster Mark Wright.
There you go. Good morning, folks. Would I rather, was it a rabbit's foot?
Rabbit's foot
Or a
4-leaf
four-leaf clover?
yeah.
I'm going to go with a 4-leaf clover. I feel that a rabbit's foot is more easily attainable. You can absolutely just grab a rabbit, kill one, and put it on the ring, and off you go. But I think the 4-leaf clover is far more rare and harder to attain. Thank you.
Wear all green for the rest of your life, or wear all orange for the rest of your life? Toastmaster Blake Smith.
Hey, you filthy little thing. I can't believe you even asked a question like that. Orange or green. You try to beguile me with your feminine ways and you try and distract. That's not how it goes. If you're an Irish Catholic, you wear the green. If you're a filthy Protestant from the north, you wear the orange. Good gravy. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Either or. Cut off a rabbit's foot. Dance like a leprechaun. Whatever. You've been drinking already, haven't you, lads? You have. I smelled your breath when you came in. It smelled like Jameson's. I'm kind of proud of you. I'm kind of proud of you, because normally an Irishman doesn't start drinking till 9 a.m. Of course, in Ireland, it's already dark, so, let's get hammered. Orange and green. I was telling you before the meeting, and true story, I'm very Irish. My family is from County Cork. And if you wear the orange to any family gatherings on St. Patrick's Day, you're liable to get a shillelagh upside your head. Thank you, ma'am.
Would you rather kiss the Blarney Stone or catch a leprechaun? Toastmaster Mark Shear.
Top of the morning to you lads. My intentions are not to beguile you. 5 years ago, I had the opportunity to visit Ireland. With my 2 daughters and my wife, absolutely incredible experience. You talk about a green piece of land on this earth, absolutely amazing. What was so cool, I met with one of my colleagues, she's from Ireland, and she showed me on a map, she spent about 2 hours with me showing me where I should go off the beaten path. And we were able to visit places probably that most tourists would never see. How many of you have seen Skellig Michael? How many of you know Skellig Michael? Okay, if you ever go to Ireland, yes, the cliffs of Moher are absolutely beautiful. However, take the time to take a 2-hour boat trip out to Skellig Michael. It's named after the Archangel Michael, and it's this jagged, rocky mountain out in the middle of the ocean where it's a monastery over 1,600 years ago. It's absolutely amazing. It's incredible. It was attacked by Vikings numerous times and they had to flee back to the mainland. Fellow Toastmasters, happy St. Patrick's Day. It's good to be here with you today.
go see an Irish river dance performance or go to a poetry reading with just limericks? Toastmaster Amy White.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. I'm sorry I really didn't get the last part of the question.
Poetry reading with just limericks.
Or
Or go to a river dance performance.
definitely river dance. I haven't been, but I know they were here in Orlando several years ago, and I've heard it was amazing, so I would love to do that. And I love these table topics. I am a little bit Irish, hence the green. And I think most of you know it's the Winter Park Sidewalk Art Festival. It's the first day, so it's a tradition of mine to always wear a sundress on that day as like the first day of spring. Thankfully, I had a green dress in my closet because I didn't think about it until this morning. So I'm here to beguile you with my green sundress on the first day of the Sidewalk Art Festival.
Would you rather eat a pound of potatoes or eat a pound of fortune cookies? Toastmaster Daniel J. Wallace.
I would rather eat a pound of fortune cookies. I don't know why. Many of you don't know that William Shakespeare was from Ireland. His real name was Guile. William Guile. The quote went, "To beguile or not to beguile?" That is the question. And speaking of green, I went to a shower, a baby shower. I wasn't part of it. I was sitting down in the other room. They had a big bowl of green cotton balls. And the ladies would be blindfolded and spoon cotton balls on their head. So naturally, I tried to convince people those were candy. Here, try some of this green candy. Nobody took the bite. I was sitting there halfway through the shower, and I hear this. And my father-in-law had taken the bite.
Would you rather get a private concert from YouTube or have YouTube write a song about you? Toastmaster Amanda Moss.
It's YouTube.
Yes.
Good morning, Toastmasters. Good morning. So I'm hoping to beguile everyone into believing that I'm comfortable with this, which inside, it's my nightmare. I hate being on the spot and unprepared. So you two, I have no idea about their music, but I would much rather have someone write a song about me than to serenade me. So there.
Very good. Would you rather spend the day baking Irish soda bread or spend the day searching for four-leaf clover? Toastmaster Linda Miller.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, I think I would rather bake. It's fun, it's imaginative, it's creative. But when we're talking four-leaf clover, we're talking end of the rainbow, lucky leprechaun. The way I look at St. Patty's Day is we all are fortunate to bring our own luck to the table. The way we think every day, whether it's positive or negative, sets the tone for how it will be. And waking up being thankful is also a huge thing and a part of life. I choose to be thankful and to know that I have luck. I don't believe in rubbing anything for good luck or wishing on a four-leaf clover or a leprechaun in my pocket every day. I just choose to live life to the fullest and be thankful and know I have luck.
Would you rather take a swim in the Chicago River while dyed green, the river's green, or go to the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade? Toastmaster Morris McNitt.
I would gladly swim in the river if I had my dive gear. I I most definitely don't want to swim in there without my diaper. I understand that that river is pretty nasty. And although I am not the greatest diver in the world, sitting on the bottom of the ocean, or on the bottom of the river, watching the lunatics get drunk above me, that would be kind of fun. And I could beguile the watchers from underneath. Thank you very much.
Would you rather be lucky or be magical? Toastmaster Mark Taylor.
You know, I feel a little bit unworthy this morning. I'm not Irish like Blake, I'm not romantic like Carlos. I'm not particularly grateful like Linda. But I would actually like to be magical sometime. Wave the old magic wand and have a rabbit appear. And we could have Mark cut off a foot. And if that doesn't work, you know, I'd try some other clever thing to try to beguile you. But that's my story.
Would you rather tour an Irish castle or visit an authentic Irish pub? Toastmaster Mark. Tim Conyers.
Well, that gave me enough time to think about it. And it does work to wait 10 seconds. Think about it. Castle or pub? I'd like to visit both. You know, I've always been beguiled by Ireland, just something about it. My grandmother was pretty much full Irish. What does that make me? Fourth, eighth, something like that? Something like that. There was probably some on both sides of the family, but I think most Americans just have this understanding of this mystique about Ireland, don't we? It's just glorious, just like Mark said. I really want to go. I just got my passport back in October, and I think that's the first place I'd like to go overseas. I look forward to it. And maybe I'll run into a beautiful, or incredible castle. And then the pub thing. I just wouldn't care about going to a pub here in Winter Park or Orlando that says it's an Irish, but I want to go to an original one, legitimate one in Ireland. Thank you.
Would you rather be the one responsible for pinching people not wearing green at a party, or get pinched all day long for not wearing green? Toastmaster Louise Mayu. Oh, you're not wearing green.
It's funny. Good morning. It's good morning. It's a pleasure to be back with you. I was just thinking about that. We had my father in December having his DNA test. We want to know where he's come from. And we discovered that he's 3% Irish. I said, wow, we have Irish in the family. And he's 97 French. So I said, okay, I understand my 85 years old father drinking 2 glasses of wine a day, maybe more, sometimes a bottle, and 1 beer. So I said, okay, that explains it. The Irish and the French. Thank
Would you rather wear leprechaun shoes all day long or wear a fake leprechaun beard all day long? Toastmaster Yvonne Littlebrand.
Robin.
river dance? That's what they do, right? I would rather have the beard because I actually can't grow a beard, and I've always wanted to. I always thought that'd be a great look on me, and it's just the genetics. My dad couldn't grow facial hair, so I would rather have a leprechaun beard. But a great story that I have is I've actually been to the highest elevation Irish pub in the world. Nice. Many of you know that I went to the Himalayas and I trekked around the Everest region, and there's a small village there called Namche Bazaar. It's the last place that you can get beer, actual meat, anything on your trek. It's kind of the starting point of a trek through the Everest region, and there is a building that beguiled me, a beautiful Irish pub. And there, on Thanksgiving Day, I had tons of beers after I completed my trek through the Everest region. Thank you.
Wear a crown made out of shamrocks or wear a rainbow wig. Postmaster Steve Joseph.
Crown made out of shamrocks or wear a rainbow wig. Well, one of those things I've already done. So I think I'll take the crown of shamrocks. There you go. You know, I'm not a very stylish guy typically. You know, I know you see me in the suit today, right, and the haircut from like last week. But typically I wear jeans, if I'm lucky, or most likely basketball shorts. And I'm always on the lookout for another accessory piece. You know, not for me, but I just want to walk into somewhere and have someone say, "Oh, I like this." I'm like, "Oh, no, that's nothing." To me, it's everything. So definitely the shamrock, crown, yeah, something of crown. Thank
Celebrate St. Patrick's Day again, or celebrate it once a month for the rest of your life. Postmaster Therese Bay.
What's the question again?
Never celebrate St. Patrick's Day again, or do it once a month for the rest of your life.
Never celebrate St. Patrick's again. And the reason behind it is I am not a big fan of beer. I know, I'm one of those, and I can't seem to enjoy the taste. I've tried flavored beer, and the minute I see that real weird bubbles, I back away. It's something that beguiled me about bubbles that I cannot handle except if it's champagne.
Dress up as a leprechaun or get your face painted all over with clover. Postmaster Magdalene Million. Magdalene. I apologize.
Good morning, sisters.
Good morning. Good morning.
Would you rather dress up as a leprechaun or get your face painted all over with clover?
I would rather dress as a leprechaun because I do not like my face being painted. Would rather dress that. And it's kind of cute. I watch that movie over and over almost every time I'm sad. So it brings a lot of joy. So I would rather that.
Aww. Be responsible for getting a bunch of snakes out of a room or getting a bunch of rats out of a room. Postmaster Garen Sprague.
I don't like either. Snakes or rats. I recall living back in 2007, two-story house next to my neighbor. I came home, my wife called me, she was screaming. I came home quickly and there was a snake in the house. And you know those things are so slithery and they can go into any tight corner or what have you. And I, being the man that I am, chose to call my 70-year-old neighbor over to help me find it. Now this gentleman, he grew up here in Florida and he loves snakes. and he went through and through our house. To see an old man on his hands and knees walking through my house, lifting up the couch going on, and I'm standing there in the corner just watching him. My wife looking at him, looking at me, like, who's the man in this relationship? And there was nothing I could do. He pulled a snake out and held it up, and he's just like, oh, this little thing? It was a garden snake, but never. You're laughing too hard. That's kind of how I felt, though. Just standing there looking at this man be so, and me be so neither.
Would you rather win an all-expense paid trip to Ireland or find a pot of gold? Toastmaster Lydia Debbie.
Are you on program?
I'm on the ballot.
All right, that's it for today. Thank you all for playing. Saunders report that everyone qualified.
I am just heartbroken that we had two that did not. Amanda spoke for only 27 seconds, did not make the 30-second mark. And also Magdalene spoke for only 27 seconds. Everyone else.